it is Pebbles at One Room Cabin, and I'm so excited to have my friends joining me today, and we're going to do some quick introductions. We actually don't even have a name for this, so we're just here.
Everyone should have to give a descriptive word about us, mostly because I want you all to call me sexy. So,
She stole my word.
Yeah, okay. So my name is Twyla, and I'm actually a pastor. I work in youth ministry for our denomination and work with the state, our state youth ministry, and I have a great job working with students and youth pastors. All right, guys, tell me how awesome I am.
Okay, what's your word? This is going really
Organized.
Wow. Wow.
Administrative.
I'm Twyla, the single girl, and organized is not going to help me get anybody. Okay? All right.
I'm going to say direct.
Direct. Wow, I sound like a catch. So far. All right.
I would say an intelligent nerd.
Wow, an organized, direct, intelligent nerd.
Oh, that's good.
Hey, eHarmony.
So
Check out that profile. Okay.
Now you are needy.
Okay, yeah, needy harmony. All right, you're up.
I'm Lindsay. I work for my 2-year-old. I used to work for Twyla,
And then I fired her.
I know.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. No, yeah, I'm a mom and I stay home, and
You're making another human.
I am currently.
Like, or has the human been made?
Oh, yeah.
The human
And now
has
you're
been
growing
made.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you're growing
a human.
The human.
It's a harder work than it sounds like.
Yeah.
Because she
That's
pukes constantly.
Yeah,
Oh, that's my word for you, pukey.
that's a good one.
That's
It's actually probably the most descriptive one that there is.
All right, so I did my word, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
I would say I would say sweet.
I was going to say tall, but I'm not sure if that's obvious. But we should tell them one day Lindsay walked in high heels into our office, and she's quite taller than me anyways. And she was explaining how, hey, she's not going to be insecure as a tall girl. Tall girls can wear high heels. And I
It's true.
said, if tall girls can wear high heels, then big girls can wear skinny jeans.
That's right.
I
All
didn't
right.
argue.
Yeah, so I call her tall, and she calls me skinny.
So on the next episode, Lindsay will wear heels. And Twyla will wear her
Skinny jeans.
Okay, well, my name is Pebbles Thompson. I am the founder of Project Ignite Light. We help abused children in North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota. And I'm also the founder of One Room Cabin because my family lived in a one-room cabin up till about a month ago. I'm a mom of 4, and I've been married for 17 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, give me my words.
Okay.
I'm a words of affirmation girl.
My word is insecure. No, I'm just kidding. My word is imaginative. Pebbles lives in some other world. Yeah.
Some would call it flighty.
Yeah.
I don't imagine it.
But imaginative is better.
That's good because I was going to say visionary.
Oh.
I'd say crafty.
Ooh.
Look at the set.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Your eHarmony profile would be better than mine. All right.
My name is Tanya Phoenix, and I am on staff at Project Ignite Light. And I am married and have a wonderful husband.
Yay. How long have you been married?
Almost 10 years.
Okay, so my word is going to be fashionista. It's like she's my style icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I was going to say trendy. That's almost the same.
I'm trying to think of a word that says she has a killer voice.
No doubt.
How about musical diva?
Yeah.
2 words, because you need 2 words because you're that awesome.
It's true. Maybe you should sing something.
Tanya's the most talented. Yeah.
Just go ahead. We don't
And
like
our next segment is American Idol. Go ahead. It's no secret that Valentine's is coming up. And as a mom of 4 kids, right now in my house, a big thing is these Valentine boxes because all my kids, also known as Single Awareness Day. But all my kids right now have to make boxes and to come up with 4 different ideas on how to do these Valentine boxes. And seriously, and as I mentioned, I'm a procrastinator. And so I don't even have their shoe boxes yet. And they're due on, like Toby's is due Wednesday. Did you guys have to make Valentine boxes in school?
Yeah.
Okay, so were you the last minute kid? Were you like we probably covered that in our intros.
Yeah. Guess when I had mine done?
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Right after she went shoe shopping, she started her Valentine's box.
So do you guys remember like a favorite Valentine's box or anything that you ever made? Because I need some ideas.
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't actually know if I ever made my own. I think my mom had to do it for me. Although,
Really?
well, I would try, and I'd have all these good ideas, like when I look at Pinterest, and then I try to do something, and then it ends up on that fail page.
Yeah,
I think that's where my Valentine's boxes were.
But you grew up as a pastor's kid, so is love allowed in a pastor kid's home?
Oh, well, it depends on.
Were there like Bible verses all over your boxes?
Yeah.
It's like a Halloween thing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We don't get Halloween, Valentine's.
We got Christmas.
I always have to go with
Christmas and
like,
Easter are kind of a big deal in
Those are
pastor
really,
kids.
yeah.
Yeah, so but they were, I mean, if my mom made them, they were really good and cute. But if I made them, they were not. And then people would pretend that they were. But now I know the truth.
Now that you look back at the photos.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's true.
All right, Twyla.
Okay, I don't remember a favorite, but I have a question for you guys. If you were to have to make a Valentine's box in your offices or in your home, Lindsay, right now, how would you decorate it? What would it be like if you had to make a Valentine's box now?
I had seriously, just for my oldest daughter, just because she's like sarcastic, I had actually considered gluing just hearts all over hers and then being like, your box wasn't vaccinated. Got the measles. But, well, if I were to make one today, it would probably be a functioning robot. And then it would actually just turn out to be a tinfoil box that didn't actually function.
What about you, Miss Diva?
Oh, I'd have to. I'm not good on the fly. I have to really think about it, but I don't know. Probably, like I said before, I guess it's because I like creative things. Bigger is better for me because of the whole candy aspect. Like, I'm all in it for the candy, so
the bigger the
box,
box,
like an actual candy store. You can just walk in and shop.
Yeah, so the bigger the box, the more candy.
Yeah, I don't care about reading the notes.
Yeah,
I just want the candy. Like,
that's right.
You like?
I get it.
I just want the candy.
That's good. That's good. I have a great idea for a box that I should take to my office or maybe to our next like statewide ministers event. I want to design one that's like a habit, and then it has like a little white thing in front, and then it'll be like, show Jesus some love.
Yeah.
Think I'd get a lot of candy or just like Bible verses inside?
It'd be Bible verses.
It'd be like, or it could just say, feed the nun on the front. Shout out to all my Catholic friends. Give nuns some lovin'. Loving the nuns. I don't know. Yeah.
But you guys keep talking about boxes. Now,
we
never had that many boxes. We had bags, like
decorated
bags too.
Like
so like, I don't remember really a box more than bags. Like,
did you go to a school that had a lot of poverty issues?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just hoping to fill the bags. Only rich kids have shoes. We had Walmart bags that we decorated.
Leave no kid behind.
Yeah. No Valentine left behind. That's right.
Okay.
That's
well,
good.
then on a more grown-up level, what about Valentine's, like, dates, gift ideas? The single girl's like, do you buy yourself chocolate on single day? How do you celebrate single day?
Let me tell you, as a single person, you don't wait till holidays to celebrate. You go through the drive-thru at the Dairy Queen and go, hey, I'm single! I deserve ice cream! So it is funny because you hear married people talk all the time like, hey, we bought this for ourselves for Christmas and we bought this. I don't wait till holidays to buy myself things. I mean, so that's like the advantage, is like, hey, whenever I want it, it's a holiday. And then when actual holidays come, we decide with a box of Kleenexes. So,
Sappy movies.
That's right. No.
You're hashtagging everything. Jesus is my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's right. Jesus still loves me. Yeah.
I'm a bride of Christ.
Yeah. I wear my veil on Valentine's Day and sit there with my Bible, reading Song of Solomon over and over.
I'm on a date, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Jesus and me.
Yeah.
On a date at the Olive Garden.
No, really, he's here.
Order 2 entrees.
I'll just take his to go.
Well, most people would go to Olive Garden and order wine. Not us, of course. But you would just...
I would just order water. Hey! And then be like, Jesus, do whatever you want with it.
Argue with that.
We don't drink.
We don't drink.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Or make jokes about it.
Or make jokes about drinking.
So inappropriate.
We only make jokes about communion. So.
But the idea was that you take your vows and you put them on different canvases so you can hang them above your bed.
That's a good idea.
It's a really good idea for wives, for husbands to give their wives. I don't know that husbands would love it so much.
I think you should make up vows. Like, and post them in there.
Remember this? This is what we said.
Remember you said, I will buy you all the shoes you want.
or even...
Yeah.
I don't know if that would be something, because my dad married us, and so for Brandon, he would have to go back and remember what he repeated after my father, and I don't know if that would feel like a romantic gift.
This is what your dad told me to say to you, or else.
You want to walk back down the aisle?
That is the
Repeat after
problem
me.
of a PK.
Right?
Yeah.
So we might
pastor's
have
kid
to think of
problems.
something else.
Yeah, PK stands for pastor's kids, just so you know.
Yeah.
In case you didn't get the privilege to be one.
Yeah. Like the rest of us heathens
Yeah.
who grew up with no Valentine left behind.
We're going to move on to hot topics because of Gray and Twila's like all in panic. But honestly, this has been one of those books that it has sold like 70 million copies of this book. And it would be foolish of us to think that Christian women aren't among that singles aren't among that married women are among that. One of the things that really shocked me about the 50 Shades of Grey is the fact that so many people are calling this like women's lib. Like we're being so liberal now because we can finally embrace our sexual side. And I, for the record, would like to say I've never had an issue embracing my sexual side. But because I'm a Christian, a lot of people automatically assume, or because I'm a pastor, that I have issues or that I'm just automatically prudish. And I fully support the bedroom among married couples. And yet this is being called over and over a feminist movement.
Sure.
That this is that way that women can really express themselves in ways that men have been doing, and it's been so unequal. And now women can finally do this as well. And I found it really interesting that in the book, and I haven't read the book, but I've read a lot about the book and just outlines of chapters, things like that. So I considered reading the book for the debate argument, but I didn't want to expose myself spiritually to that book because I knew the control it could have. And yet, over and over in the book, the term submission is being used, master's being used, obedient is being used. And what I can't wrap my mind around is, remember when Candace Cameron Bure came out and said that she is submissive in her marriage, and everybody ripped into her like Cosmo had said something like, you just set women back 1,000 years because she had said she was submissive in a biblical manner, and yet the book is actually talking
that's a good point.
about being submissive. That blew my mind because now women are going, oh, but in this term it's sexy.
Sure.
Yeah.
That boggles my mind how we're embracing a biblical nature and moral tendency, but when we twist it and make it dark, everybody's for it. But when we want to do it in a healthy way, people are all concerned that you're not a strong woman.
What is the argument for, because I don't understand that at all. There's a lot of things I don't understand. But I don't understand how that can be empowering, the kinds of things that they're talking about. So what is the argument from that women's, liberal women's side saying that, like, this is about empowering women?
Mainly just that they're enjoying sex.
Sure.
For the first time women are enjoying sex. But it is really taking it from an abusive standpoint. And as somebody who helps children of abuse and is very aware of human trafficking, because we help teens in human trafficking, young kids who have been rescued from human trafficking, this is such a world for them that they've actually suffered, where it's such abusive tendencies. And apparently the main character, Gray, and Anna, or Anastasia, I believe her name are, she's a virginal girl who's unexperienced, young, and he was a child who was actually abused by his parents, severely abused, and then was even brought to prostitutes, and they're the ones who showed him about the bondage.
Because what does it say, in your guys' opinion, about sexuality if it can only be enjoyed in a controlling bondage environment? You know, what does it say about the issues of the person? You know, so we're masquerading as very secure women, and this is a women's lib issue, but really, you know, in our work with, we've all worked with a lot of different women and talked with a lot of different women. If somebody came to us and told us that, we would probably be looking at the roots of insecurity.
Right, right.
What are you guys' thoughts?
Any opinions? Because I have a ton.
You start.
You start.
I think what is interesting is that we have literally taken men and we have stripped them of their masculinity. Because we have wanted to become so strong, but there is something that is just naturally within us that wants a strong man to lead us and guide us, because that is genetically how we were designed, is that men were designed to naturally be the hunters and all those things, and the women the nurturers. And then as we have progressed and said we're not less human because we have these natural tendencies, and that's how it was viewed in the early days, that we were less of a human because we were perceived as a weaker sex. We have stripped men of being strong and capable and said, no, we can do just as much as you can. We don't need a man to fulfill us, to do all these things for us. But because of that, that's desire is still there to be led. And I think that's what women are embracing. Like,
that's
there's all these different qualities where they're looking at this guy and they're going, one, I can save him. And that's our natural, like, mother instinct, all these things. Like, I can sweep in and nurture you and save you. But he's still strong and does all these nice things for her. There was an actual point in the book that I had read about where he, by the end of the second book, they have been dating for 6 weeks, and all the list of things that he had bought her, like an iPad, all these things, and now they're engaged. By the end of the second book.
Wow.
That's 2 full books.
Yeah.
And they've been together 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And yet you're already into the second of the third book. Like, that baffled me that, wow, they were doing a lot more in 6 weeks than I was doing in dating. But it was just all these things where I couldn't help but think literally she was a prostitute, because she was trading sexual favors, and yet he had robbed her of all this innocence. And it was to the point in the first book that they had talked about that he was actually worried she would call the cops because of some of the things that he did to her. It was clearly sexual assault.
So we're all against 50 Shades of Grey.
Right.
But as Christian women, you don't want people to assume that means you're against sex.
I can say it.
And freedom. And so we're against gray, but we love red. Yeah, she has proof. And we love red. And you guys are rocking the red Valentine's lipstick today.
Oh, before we jump there, we need to cover. So a lot of people are wondering about if you are looking for a healthy way to read about sexual relationships. I actually found this book online. It's called Pulling Back the Shades, and it's a Christian perspective of dealing with 50 Shades of Grey and why 50 Shades of Grey is not okay. Because I honestly know there are some of you Christian ladies out there who are honestly reading these books and you're thinking that it's okay, or you don't even want people to know, but you are looking for something in your life, and why are you looking for that? I was really impressed with their way that they dealt with why women are reading these books, why we shouldn't be reading these books. So I do just want to throw that out there. It's worth the read, and I really hope that it explains a little bit better than we did in our banter on why 50 Shades, especially if you're
You mean there's people in the world smarter than us?
I don't understand.
Okay, so again, if you want to get registered for our free giveaway, Pulling Back the Shades, make sure you go to our website, www.oneroomcabin.com, and make sure that you hashtag it, Pulling Back the Shades, on Facebook, and we'll give you an extra entry. So yay for free giveaways.
Yeah,
giveaways
like
are great.
free stuff.
Yeah, we like free stuff. Okay, but something that you're kind of seeing sweeping the nation at the Grammys right now, it's all over covers of magazine, is this red lipstick movement.
See, I was noticing your red lipstick
Yeah.
earlier.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then this is my first time like officially wearing red lipstick out. I've tried it a few times in the house, but it's always all over my teeth, and which is really hot. And so I've been testing out. I've spent so much money on red lipstick, it's ridiculous.
Sure.
But I heard about this, and I'm going to actually let Tanya talk a lot more about this because she knows.
Miss Diva.
Yeah, she knows everything about makeup. But it's Revlon Color Stay Overtime, and it swears that it's 16 hours. So I tried it on the way home last night, and I could actually drink my Starbucks, and there was nothing on my white lid.
Really?
I've been drinking it like all day, nothing on my cup. So really good. Why is that? Why does this work?
Oh,
I'm not quite sure, but I know that how you apply it is basically you use the lip gloss first, correct? Did you use
I used that last.
Okay.
Wait, maybe you're right.
I've never worn.
Everything's different, so I'm not sure.
I've never worn red lipstick. How? I can't even imagine trying to go choose a shade. I'm like, lip gloss is like, whoa,
It's so fancy.
So how do you go about? Yeah, that's right. Cherry chapstick is like, whoa.
Just a tint of red.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So how would you go about choosing a shade?
Well, I think everybody's different, obviously, and I think sometimes when people think of red, they're like, "Whoa, that's just too bold. That's too much for me." So I think it's all about what gives you comfortable, how comfortable you feel, and I don't know, confidence. I don't know. Some people say they gain more confidence by a certain color. I, however, don't feel that way. I'm just darker, so I need something dark to make me not look like I'm a ghost.
Red was like a big deal for me, and when I was shopping, there were probably like 50,000 shades of red.
Hey!
I think you should try this though, because you just said that you would never.
Oh my goodness.
So
Okay.
I actually made my husband grab a mirror so
Okay.
that you can try this. But I believe
No,
that.
you do this color first, and then this is the
Oh,
top
thank
coat.
God, because I completely, I was like, no wonder I can't even wipe it off.
What do you do?
But
the color first.
so you're gonna, it goes on
Okay,
like a lip gloss.
honestly, can you like hold this?
Yeah.
Hey, that's
So,
a good
or
looking
do you
picture
want
you
this?
have right there. Whoa.
Getting up
Okay.
close and personal. But so there, I know, it's so like.
This is like,
Don't be scared.
this is like, I don't even eat food this color. Okay.
Red food.
Oh, I don't really know how.
Yeah, just like go
It looks
for
like
it.
I'm bleeding.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I don't
Oh, you're
know.
gonna be feeling so bold today.
Okay, I don't actually know how to put on Keep going. Okay, so how do I do this
Yeah,
part? Are you
I
supposed
had
to
to like
outline?
try
I
to
don't think you're
outline
supposed
it.
Yes.
to talk while you do it.
This looks like Halloween.
No,
I'd
it's,
say pucker up, but you're single, so right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
have you never done duck face? Is that?
I don't know. Look at this. It's like all over the place. Okay, so it's like really sticking. So now what do I do?
So make sure you have good coverage, because I feel like.
See, okay, I feel like, are my lips a weird shape? See, they
No,
they
but
peek
I
up
have
right
to
there.
overly dramatically
Okay,
line
see how
mine
they
to
like
get
have
them.
these
I have small
Peaks
lips,
right there.
so
Is that normal? I have really
Why
thin
aren't
lips.
you trying this?
She's got a man.
This is all it takes? Dude, $2.95 I could have spent a long time ago.
This is actually almost $9.
Oh, okay.
So for $9,
That's if you want the really good kind.
Use an investment.
The non-e-harmony.
What kind of guy do you
Okay.
want?
Yeah.
you get what you pay for, man.
I thought we just talked about that in the book and that was a bad thing. Okay. All right, so what do I do with this
So now
side
you're
now?
gonna gloss it.
Whoa. This
Yeah.
is like fingernail.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I feel like I have something living on my
I
lips
feel
right
like
now.
you actually didn't like go
Do it very well.
hard enough.
Oh, really?
Like you should have outlined a little bit more because you're
Yeah,
a bit
because I kind of have
streaky.
streaks. I think we're gonna call
I'm watching her and moving my lips.
Yeah, you have to really rub them smack. There you go.
Okay, so
Oh,
get
To
it
get
in
kind
there.
of.
Fill it in. No, just smile radiantly at the camera. Ding.
All of
at
a
you.
sudden, I appeared. I'm so white, I gotta disappear. So, wow. Well, I'll be sure to do that once a year.
Okay, but here's the thing. So maybe you're not confident with red, and
Yeah,
this is
I'm
not
not.
a sponsored ad. This is like there's nothing, no deal with Revlon for this ad because we sometimes on One Room Cabin get sponsored ads where they give us free stuff. I actually paid the $9 for this because I'm determined. The very first time I tried the red, I noticed my husband smiled a little bit more. And so I thought, maybe there's something to this.
Yeah.
And so he was like, I like red.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, so I'm going to find a red that I can actually wear out on a date in public.
Mhm.
And so it was funny because I did instantly feel sexier, but every time I smiled and there was stuff on my teeth, I was like, that's not sexy. And
Yeah.
so this, which I paid for, Revlon, it really stayed last night to the point that I couldn't get it off. I had to rub eye makeup remover on my lips to get it off because the stuff is on there. And so it really works. So maybe you're not comfortable with red, but you
Yeah.
want something. Maybe there's more of a neutral color
Yeah.
or a coral or something out there
Does it
that
always feel like
cakey.
cakey?
Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem I see, like with a lot of these color stay ones, is that you get so dry. Like your lips get so
sure,
dry, and
sure.
I don't like that.
It
Like,
just, I can tell
matte
that there's
sometimes
something
drives me
alive.
but then I also don't like the gummy lips either, where you're like, I can't open my lips because I
Yeah.
have so much
Right.
Sure.
lip gloss.
Where I feel like my lips are always kind of like dry and gummy because I'm a public speaker.
Sure.
And so since I talk so much, my lips are always like that. So I think I just plan to carry it with me and reapply
Lindsay only
the
talks
gloss.
to 2-year-olds. She probably doesn't need lipstick.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, sure.
At my play dates, I always wear red.
Yeah.
Are you a lipstick girl?
No, I'm not. I haven't worn lipstick.
Oh, but you were
in
a
long
pastor's
time.
kid, so that was
Yeah.
kind of with Valentine's, Halloween,
Yeah.
lipstick,
Lipstick.
kind of all went
Not
together.
But I do think that then that would be an
Yeah.
awesome way to kind of spice
Oh,
things
try
up.
it,
You
yeah.
know, that and a pair of yoga pants and your night is set.
You might pass out.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Or you're never hanging out with those girls again, ever.
That's right.
Yeah. Stay home.
That's great.
Okay, well, it's time for us to wrap this up today, and we had so much fun. We hope you did too. But as we mentioned at the beginning, we actually don't have a name for this, and there might be a chance that we would do this again.
Yeah,
And so we need a name for this little table time.
I have one suggestion.
What?
Well, besides something that deals with red lips, but I don't want us to be called Red Lips because I don't want to have to wear
Red
this
Lip
stuff every
Nation.
time. Yeah, Red Lip Nation. Okay, so we all are fans of Relevant Podcast.
Yes.
And we're not, well,
Shout
we may or
out
may
to
not
the
be
boys
fans
club.
of The View. But The View deals with like women,
Yeah.
and we love Relevant, so I think we should be called the Irrelevant View of the Red Lip Nation. But our audience probably has better suggestions.
I
so,
actually do like irrelevant view.
yeah. So I think we should get some suggestions from our viewers, right?
I
So
agree.
so if our viewers could give us some feedback on some suggestions for names, could we have a win like red lipstick or something?
Yeah, we'll make it a little bit sweeter. If we choose your name,
Uh-huh.
we will give you a $25 Amazon card.
Oh.
Let's do
You
that.
can buy all the red lipstick you want.
Yeah, that way, or coral.
Yeah. So how should they submit their
So what we're
suggestions?
going to do is go to One Room Cabin. You can comment on this post and just say what you think we should name this or if we should just stop. Don't go any further. One episode's enough.
Yeah.
But just let us know your ideas. And if we choose your name,
Okay.
we will give out a $25
Awesome.
gift card.
I'm gonna be working hard on some names.
I know, I know.
Yeah.
They're all us. Y'all both. And our winner
And our
is...
It's us.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much our moms are going to name the show.
Yeah.
They'll be the ones watching. Thanks,
Yeah.
Mom.
Thanks,
Love
Moms. We love you.
But, so go ahead and comment after this video and what you would name it. And just for an extra little fun, if you decide that you want to try out red lipstick, send it to the One Room Cabin on Instagram.
Excellent.
We
Yeah,
would love
that'd
to
be fun.
see on Instagram your red lips and if you're actually wearing it out, or even on Valentine's if you're wearing red lips out on Valentine's. Because I'm actually
As
gonna
you sit on your couch home alone with your red lipstick on.
Dude, I am going out. My husband may be babysitting, but I'm going out. No, I'll take him with. So we had so much fun with you today. We hope you had fun too. And tune in next time. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.